I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. That's a line that we will never, ever, ever forget. Just like we never forgot that Kevin Nash went over to WCW and said, look at the adjective, play. We ain't here to play. You know, CM Punk dropped that much. Like that. It was that iconic to me for that much, right? To that level, to that extent. I just absolutely loved the promo. He hit every note possible. I already saw online there was a post that was shared around town. CM Punk actually had to sign an NDA. If you guys don't know what an NDA is, it's a non-disclosure agreement. You cannot mention AEW. You can't allude to it. You can't imply. There's no AEW mentions happening in the foreseeable future. So for those of you that tuned in to Monday Night Raw just to see CM Punk talk about AEW, I don't care for that. That's not what I wanted from Punk. Even though play is a verb, I know, and I love that LA Knight brought up Kevin Nash's promo and actually made fun of Kevin Nash for that same exact line. But yeah, you know, it's something that will always be talked about in wrestling. Kevin Nash, you know, let's rest the case. He tried. He put his best foot forward, and it's just, come on. It is what it is. But for CM Punk, what he did there was masterclass. All right. I also read online to add more to more context here. Randy Orton and Dominic Mysterio went over their time limit, and it caused for CM Punk's promo to get shortened, right? So CM Punk, with less time, not being able to talk about what happened and all the other things that went down outside of WWE, right? Without even having, at the very minimum, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. This guy shared what he thought and what he felt in like 5. So without having double the time, without opening the show, closing the show on a limited, restrained format, Dirty Dom doing dirty things, hell yeah. Freaking taking time away from the best in the world. Whatever. Dirty Dom and Randy, they got my approval. It's okay. We'll get more CM Punk this upcoming week. But with limited time, this guy went out there and said, hey, you know, I got hugs, I got kisses. Everyone's happy and everything is looking great. Not everybody's happy to see me back. People are scared. People fear. Look at the word that he used. The same word that Tony Khan used when he said that he had to let him go because he feared for his life. He said, people feared that I could just walk in and walk through that ramp. Like, I know I'm paraphrasing here. Just sky's the limit with what CM Punk can do in WWE. PG Punk. There was over like 2,000 to 3,000 tweets of PG Punk. It was trending. Like if CM Punk wasn't already PG. Like if Prime CM Punk wasn't his PG form. And I know I got a couple dislikes because people are feeling some kind of way about CM Punk. I know, you know, the brass ring in his pocket. Exactly. The same brass ring that there's a ladder match in AEW. The same brass ring that CM Punk always, you know, wanted to reach for while in WWE and kind of obtained it, right? And Vince McMahon always talking about that brass ring. There's just so much context here when you read between the lines in just 5 short minutes that as a fan of Phil Brooks, as a fan of CM Punk, the character, I am just so excited to see where this goes. I don't need to see him wrestle every week. Just give this guy about 5 to 10 minutes on the mic. And what I love about WWE is that he's going to be working with some of the best writers in the business, right? And you guys are going to be like, Lex, why weren't you this excited about him in AEW? Well, because I was at first. I was super excited when he showed up at Rampage to the point where I was legit crying. Like I had tears of joy when I saw CM Punk back in a wrestling ring, and I wanted him to succeed in AEW. But outside of a few feuds like Eddie Kingston, you know, some promos with Jon Moxley, Obviously, MJF, those were my favorite moments, and that's about it. I didn't like all the extra stuff. And then he was about to start doing some special shit with Ricky Starks. And the Samoa Joe stuff was all right. But I wanted more from it. I wanted more. And I feel like Triple H and the team they have going on right now with CM Punk, that's the perfect storm. This is the fact that AEW existed for Phil Brooks to say, hey, holy shit, I am John Cena. I am the franchise. I just went back and saw the promo and the feud for Money in the Bank last night. I went back and did my homework just to kind of relive the moment and kind of visualize what he did in WWE prior, right, to leaving and prior to his demise and walking out and all that shit. And that promo he cut in John Cena. John, you used to be the Red Sox and now you became the Yankees. You became everything you ever hated, pretty much, right? He said, you're the dynasty, John. Well, go figure that at AEW, CM Punk shows up, gets the red carpet treatment from Tony Khan, who's from Chicago, loves CM Punk, an absolute mark for the guy, gets special treatment, gets commentary, gets extra mic time, gets everything. They rolled out the red carpet for this guy to come back. How all right, let me not curse so much. Hold on. How does that make everyone feel backstage, though? Imagine that you put AEW on your back, and here comes the franchise, CM Punk, to take that from you. If you think the argument about it wouldn't be... No! I love that AEW brought him back. I love that AEW re-energized CM Punk. Because CM Punk... on Monday Night Raw, what you saw in 5 minutes, that CM Punk is hungry. That CM Punk is dangerous. That CM Punk is gonna put on a show and a run of a lifetime. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, that this guy stays healthy. We are gonna get some classics, bro. Seth Rollins right now is the CM Punk of old. Seth Rollins right now is going up against the same storyline, bro, that CM Punk had back then with John Cena. It's rehashing all over again. Bro, John Cena back then, leading up to Money in the Bank, called CM Punk a hypocrite. John Cena, out of all people, said to CM Punk's face, you're a hypocrite. Triple H back then, same thing. If it's not you leading, if it's not you on the poster, you don't care. You're a selfish prick. You're a hypocrite. Listen to what Seth Rollins said on Monday Night Raw when describing CM Punk. It's the way that people in AEW felt about him. It's the way that John Cena and Triple H described him on the mic over a decade ago. They're using those words carefully. Hypocrite. CM Punk cut a promo pandering and praising the fans. I heard you guys. I came back for you. I did it for you. I'm home. I'm here. Let's go. Only for the mic to cut off and look at the camera and say, I ain't here to make friends. I am here to make money. Come on, bro. If that's the start of his run with limited time, limited resources, and this guy did that much damage, I'm excited. He planted the seed. If it wasn't for AEW, CM Punk would have never came back to wrestling. Exactly. So for those of you that think that I'm just a WWE mark, or that I'm just excited because he's now back home or whatever, I love that AEW brought him back. I love that Tony Khan managed to get him out of that dark slumber that he was in, that he didn't want to, end his career the right way, that he didn't have any interest, should I say. For the record, and I've said this in my other stream, I said this in my other videos, He doesn't need to be in wrestling. He doesn't need to put his body on the line. He doesn't need to do any of that shit. He could literally go out, do autograph signings. He could go out, continue making little comics. He could go off into Hollywood with the friends that he's made in the business, and he could go work as a producer, director. He could create his own movie. He could create his own podcast. He knows enough friends to bring on the show. He has enough credibility across entertainment in general. He was on that Mayans TV show in a little cameo. Like, this guy has enough contacts to do anything but wrestle. Anything. So that idea that he needed to go to WWE because he had nowhere to go, that idea that he needs the money, that wrong, and more wrong. Yeah, he wrote some comic books. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, this is the perfect storm. And that's why I'm here talking about CM Punk again. I went back and I watched his little feud with The Rock too. Amazing feud with The Rock. Amazing feud with The Rock leading into the match. Obviously, he didn't beat The Rock. Obviously, he lost to Undertaker that year. Obviously, he got injured and walked away. Obviously, you got guys like Ryback calling him Fragile Phil. But I don't care about the haters. I'm going to continue to meat ride, hype it up, and I cannot wait to my next WWE event to buy my CM Punk merch, because I saw that it's up for pre-order, but it doesn't get shipped till like January and shit. So obviously, I can't wait. I'd rather get it in person, but I can't wait, man. I told Erica, I want you to make me a shirt. I don't care. Like, I am as excited as I've ever been for pro wrestling in general, sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it. WWE, AEW, great that Edge is over there. Great that Sting is. I would love to see Sting's last match in North Carolina. I would love... I'm glad that AEW is doing more pay-per-views. I want to see more of what they got going on. So this is not a knock on AEW. This is not shade on AEW. But CM Punk needed to be in WWE. This is where he belongs. This is where he established himself. This is where PG Punk made a name for himself. All right? So, Smackdown. I'm done praising. I'm done overhyping. Well, maybe not overhyping, because I am on that train. But SmackDown is his next appearance for WWE. Unfortunately, I don't see them promoting him showing up on Raw. Kind of breaks my heart, because I didn't want to wait till Friday to see what freaking CM Punk had to say, honestly. Especially with Raw being 3 hours. I kind of wanted CM Punk to open the damn show. But it is what it is. I get it. They got to spread the wealth. They got to keep us kind of wanting more. I love that... I just love that WWE is using CM Punk as their cover for Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. They have him on the cover page there, him sitting down at Survivor Series. I also like that Tribute to the Troops is going to feature this guy who's been gone for so long, and they've been uploading on YouTube all the greatest moments for CM Punk. They even did a top 10 playlist. Like, go out and watch it. Get hyped up, man. Get on the wagon. Don't be a hater. Brian is like, oh, man, I've seen a lot of favorable stuff. I've seen a lot of favorable stuff because at the end of the day, CM Punk is a big brand, but I've seen a lot of people talk shit. Look at Nate in here. I don't know if you guys have been reading Nate's comments and being Mr. Debbie Downer here, saying he is Fragile Phil, Punk is greedy. I don't care, bro. We're here to be entertained, and this is one of the top entertainers to have ever crossed this business. And I'm just happy he's back. That's it. So Tribute to the Troops on SmackDown. I don't know what the hell he's gonna do there, honestly. Maybe allude to what his next step in WWE is gonna be. I really hope he stays on Monday Night Raw. I need Seth Rollins versus CM Punk in my life. I need Seth Rollins versus CM Punk in my life. We saw CM Punk beat Seth Rollins while he was in the Shield, but we need this version right now. We need this. I need this. Brian says, WWE Punk over Ring of Honor Punk. I don't care what y'all backyard wrestling fans wanted Punk to be in AEW, but he became CM Punk in WWE, not the nostalgic Ring of Honor act everyone built up. 100%. 100%. No doubt. I knew he was going to be a free agent thing. I would love to see AJ versus Punk. AJ Styles versus Punk is another match I would love to see. There's just so many possibilities. And at this level, with the it's again the perfect combination, the writing team that Triple H has right now, and the level of production that Triple H has going on right now. Oh my God, this is just the perfect storm, bro. The perfect storm. So hit me up in the comments. Who do you want to see face CM Punk? What do you want to see CM Punk do next? Tribute to the Troops is the perfect moment for him to kind of, stand by the fact that he wants to be on Raw and that he wants to take over Monday nights and kind of, pay his little visit to SmackDown for the troops, for the love of wrestling, for the love of WWE. But I think Monday Night Raw is going to be his home.